Let's go back to the discussion about ActionSA with David Maimela, Executive Director of the Polisee Space. Apologies, we lost the connection a little bit earlier, David, but I'm glad that you are back with us. You got cut off at the time when you were responding to my question about allegations of racism within ActionSA.
Yeah, I mean, I think that to the extent that we are not members of ActionSA, we are just observers and we are journalists and observing from outside. They just remain allegations until they are actually proven in due processes within the party or elsewhere. But I think the allegations are repeating themselves. It's not for the first time. I think the past 2 or 3 months they were there. And the source of it is said to be from the fact that some of the senior party officials of ActionSA are actually remnants of the DA as we know it. And as we know, DA since in 1994 has had, this huge albatross on its neck on the question of racism and race relations as a party. And in part, it's why it's having a problem of growth.
Yeah, I've seen reports saying that 1 or 2 of these members who are no longer with ActionSA, in their resignation letters, they also claimed or accused the party of classism and elitism. Is it an elite party or a party for the elite?
I don't know yet, but like I'm saying, then, it's difficult to actually locate ActionSA. It's still early days, and one of the things that we use to analyze the strength or the potential of a party at the beginning is, of course, one, what is their policy platform? And as I said, their policy platform is actually unclear to me, because even if you were to ask today, what is the economic policy of ActionSA, I don't think that you will get an answer. I once watched an extensive interview here on eNCA by JJ Tabane with Mr. Herman Mashaba, and he could not answer that question. And secondly, the other way of looking at whether a party is successful or not is to look at their successive electoral performance. Now, since 1994, with the exception of the DA that has reached electoral ceiling at least by 2014, it's only the EFF that has shown to be growing from election to election. So we still have to see whether ActionSA will have any growth in 2024 and then in the next local government elections. But so far, it's really not clear. I mean, they are against Africans, they are against Africans of African descent, they are against, they are not clear on where they stand on the economy.
Yeah, we've lost him. Apologies for that. We've lost him again. But thank you very much for coming back to us, David Maimela, Executive Director of the Polisee Space, just as we're trying to unpack the latest developments with ActionSA, particularly in KwaZulu-Natal province, where there's been a number of resignations and the letters of suspensions were issued. But I saw a report that says, the Herman Mashaba says, the ActionSA is not in a crisis in KwaZulu-Natal.